So on Friday morning, I went to see my dentist. I went to the Friendly Family something dentist, and it's just where I went. They have TVs in the rooms to distract you from the fact you're in a dentist office, so if, they're not able to be with you the full time, you're not sitting there just listening to drills and getting totally stressed out. So that actually is a really nice addition to a dentist office. But the thing that really stood out was I was getting a huge cavity filled, and I was really concerned because, I don't know if I mentioned it, but my teeth had been turning black. So I went in and, they gave me some Novocaine, and then they gave me a shot, and they came back 10 minutes later and they're like, "Are you numb yet?" And said, "No, I can definitely still feel." So they said, "Okay, we give you another shot." And I got another shot. So they went away and came back 10 or 15 minutes later. "You numb yet?" And I was like, "I can still feel pretty well. Yes, I'm definitely not numb." And so they said, "Well, we've given you a lot. Maybe even though you can still feel a little bit, we can try to get started." So they tried to get started, and they barely started when I said, "That hurts, and I don't know that I'll be able to do this." And they're like, "Really? With all of the..." But yeah, they talked me into trying just a little bit longer. But yeah, I wasn't able to hold my head steady with them, and I jerked away from the drill. But so then she said, "Okay." So they stepped out, and one of the ladies came back, and she said, "We've given you almost all of the numbing medication that we can, and if the next shot doesn't work, we're gonna have to reschedule for another day." I was like, "Well, that's terrible, but if that's what we have to do, then that's what we have to do." Then the dentist came back, because it was the assistant who was telling me I was almost at my limit, and the dentist said, "Okay, open, not that wide." And I was like, "But the other ones," and she says, "I'm not giving you the same shot this time. You're gonna be numb. You're gonna be numb for 4 hours." And I was, but we got that work done, and that was a lot of very deep work that they needed to get done. So I'm glad she knew what to do. I've never had a dentist who knew what to do when the numbing didn't work. They just told me to toughen up and be a man. It's like, fine, I just won't go see the dentist. That hurts. But these dentists knew what to do when I didn't get numb. And my face was numb for almost half the day. But it started to lighten up about the time I headed off toward Raleigh, so I didn't get to eat lunch. But then I drove up and I got to hang out with Mike and Olga, and I was really glad I didn't stand them up, because I was really worried that I was going to not make it. But everything worked out. I probably should have kept it a secret, but anyway. So I made it, and we watched a lot of anime, we played some board games, and generally had a good time. We even had another friend over for board gaming, and it was good. We had a good time. Didn't get to play Race for the Galaxy, but we did win at Pandemic, and we played it right this time. Our other friend was already familiar with the game a little bit, so that went very well. Other than that, I guess looking forward, I have some plans for this weekend, but I'm not sure how work is going to affect them. I called out to work today because my mouth was still kind of sore from those 3 shots that I got. Yeah, once the numbing wore off, I could kind of tell that I was sore, but I've been using some mild ibuprofen, and it's a small price to pay to get my teeth fixed. They did some heavy-duty work on those teeth. So anyway, that's it for this week, I guess. Yeah, and I'll see y'all next week.